Hey, what's up guys, it's Johnny Visathep. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Udiah's Workshop. During today's episode, we'll be completing the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam Destroy mode. This will be part 3 of episode 5. So if you guys are interested, please stick around. Thank you. Alright, so on our last episode, we stopped at step number 7. On today's episode, we'll be continuing on step number 8. So the pieces that you need, it looks like you need a C9, C8, PC7, E12, and E13. Then moving on from that, you need C13, C12, and C4. Alright, so on this step, you need to connect C9 and C8 together, put it in the socket, and make sure that you can see the hole sticking out. And then you have to make sure that this round edge is sticking out. And then you connect C7 and it should click. The next step is to connect E13 and E12 together. Do the same thing to the other side as well. Alright, then our next process, we need to attach C4 to the side right here. And you're just going to do the same thing for the other side. Just make sure it clips on and that it's flush with the cycle frame. And then for the second portion, we need to put C12 on top. On our final step, on step 8, we need to connect C13 into the socket right here. Put in D2 into the socket right here. When you guys are finished with the first shoulder piece, just redo that process one more time. Alright, so in step 9, it looks like you need to do that process twice as well. You need E15, PC9, and E14, and then going down you need C10, C11, and C6. You need to put a joint into E15, put PC9 into the middle. And then you're connecting this PC9 to that socket right there. Then we're going to attach C10 and C11 together. It attaches to the arm part right here. C6 is going to go over here. So you should have 2 pieces in total when you're finished. Alright, so in step 10, you need a PC6, C7, C2, B4. We need to be able to put in PC6 into that socket right there. Just make sure that the hole is facing out once again. Then after you're done with that process, C7 also goes in. Make sure that this is pointing upwards, as you can see. So our next step is to connect C2 with B4. And this attaches to the side of the arm, and then there you go. The outcome should look like this. Of step 11, make sure C5 is pointing up, so you can tell by this angle right here. PC10 is facing this way. And once you're finished, just repeat the process twice. And on step 12, you need A20, PC13, and A19. Step 12 should be fairly simple. Put PC13 into that nub. A20, connect those 2 pieces together like this. Once you're finished with step number 12, you should have 2 pieces. So on step 13, it looks like all the pieces that we previously made, they're all going to go together. We need to make the hand pieces, so it looks like we need C1, A14, and A16, and then we're going to connect those pieces together with A10 to complete that piece. So it looks like you need your shoulder piece, and then it connects to the second piece right here that we made earlier. Just make sure that this is facing outwards. Attach this piece to the bottom. So on our next step, we're going to create the hand. Connect A16. Connect the next piece, which is this one that we made earlier. Put in A10, put it in like that, and then the arm is completed. And then all you need to do is add in the final touch, which is the fist. And then just repeat the process one more time. Once you're done assembling the arms, you're just going to assemble the arms into the body. Now it's on to the feet. Step 16 requires you to have PC4 and E9. Following that, you need A28, A25, and D7, and then you put it together with C19. So you have your E9 and PC4, and then you're just going in between those slots like that. So in your next step, you need your D7, and then your A25 is going to go on top. Your next step is to have A28, and then it's going to slide into the back of the foot. The part that we just made with the PC4 and the E9 is going to go on top of it. C19 is going to click onto the front right there. When you're done, you should have 2 pairs of Jordans. After this, we're just going to finish up the sides, which is getting C24, C16, and C25. C25 is going to go into that socket right there. And then the same thing on the other side for C24. For the back piece, you need to put on C16, like so. And then you're going to do the same thing for the other foot. The feet came out really neat, so on to the legs. So steps 17 through 20, they are repetitive. First on step 17, you need PC2, A23, and A24. Following that, you need A27, PC13, and A26. A23 and A24 are going to go together like so. For PC2, it's going to go in between the socket. A27 is going to go on top of that nub right there. And when you flip it around, it should look like that. PC13 is going to sit on top of that circle right there. And then once you get it aligned, squeeze it together. And these are your 2 complete pieces. On to the next one, step 18. Looks like you need C22 and A36. Repeat this process twice. On C22, there's going to be a little socket right there. Next up after this is we need A36 and C23. And just like C22, C23 is also going to have a socket where you have to insert A36 in. Once you complete that process, continue with the next. Once those are completed, step 20 needs 2 pieces of A23 and PC8. The PC8 is just going to go through A23, like so. And after this step, we're going to attach all those pieces that we just made into one leg. Alright, before we start putting the legs together, we need E4 and E6 to connect to that piece that we just made. And then moving forward, you need C27 and C26. So E4 is going to attach to the right side like so. And then for E6, you're going to do the same thing. We're going to attach C27 and C26 to the side. And then do the same thing for the other side. Put all the pieces together. This will be flushed together. Our next piece, which is this one, and you're just going to go on like that. So then you're going to come in with this piece right here and cap it all together. Next process, we need C15, E8, a D1. The E8 is going to be your main part. You're just going to attach the D1 to the bottom socket joint right there. Going to connect C15. And then these 2 edges right here, they're going to fall into those sockets right there, and then you just connect those together. On step 22, we need C28 and E3. A35. So E3 and C28 are going to combine together. This whole piece is going to go to the leg that we just built, and it goes in at an angle. And then your A35 pieces are actually going into the indentions right there. So there you go. Next we need C14 and B34. Our next step is to have B34 go inside the little socket right there. And then once that's in, connect C14 to the top leg right here. Moving on to step 23, we need C17, D8, and B36. C17 and D8 are going to attach together like so. It's going to attach to B35. Once that is completed, this will go in the back side of the leg. Up next, step 24 needs B27 and E10. You're just going to go in the slot like that. Our next step requires E1 and a PC3. We're going to go inside the frame that we just made. Our next step is to align E1 right here with these 2 little sockets. On step 25, we need PC9, B29, B32. And then you're gonna insert PC9 into B29. The socket is gonna come up right there. And then we're gonna connect all these pieces together. B32 is gonna go on top. And then we're gonna connect this into the top of the leg. And then after that is completed, we could finally insert the foot to the bottom. Once you complete both of his legs, it's onto the waist. On step 31, you need PC9, a PC2, and an A8. You also need E24, A34, E25, and an A34. Going down here, you need your A5 and B17, and also an A4. Looks like your PC9s are gonna go in the sides sideways. And then your PC2 is gonna go in the middle socket right there. And right here you have your B17, your A4 and A5. Attach E25 and A34 together, like so. And then you're gonna do the same thing for E24 and A34 on the other side. And then these pieces go in the back of B17. After you're done putting on the boosters, we're gonna put these two pieces together and they should attach quite easily. So on step 32, we need a B10, B11. Going down, we need E27, B13, B12, B14, B21, B16, and B15. And then we'll end it with E22. Next part, you have to put on your B10 and B11. So all they do is click on to the sides, and then they cover the booster packs, as you can see right here. And they also open and close as well. So B13 is going to go on top of E27, and then B12 is going to go on the bottom over here. We're going to connect E14 and E21 together, so they just go together like this. We're going to do the same thing for E22 and B15. For the next step, attach these onto E22. And then the piece that you were working on before is going to attach to the little bar right there. And all this connects to the front. On step 33, we need D6 to connect the legs and the waist together. D6 is going to be facing like so. You can connect the joints together. And it should click on together. Connect the waist on the top. It all should come together like this. Just make sure both of the legs click and all the pieces are tightly together. Right now we're going to our final step to connect the waist, which is step 34. Looks like we need A29, we had to do A6 twice, also E23 and C18 twice. E20 and A29 go together. And then this is just going to go on top. The side skirts are just going to go on the side sockets right there. Everything should be aligned and flush. Now to connect the body to the waist, this part over the nub. Bottom half to the top nub right there. So there you have it, your RX-0 Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode. So after playing around with the stand for a little bit, you can make them stand up straight. So this is my pose for now. If you guys like today's episode, please like it or share it. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, or Twitter. You can contact me at UdiahsWorkshop@gmail.com. The links will be in the description box below. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, please leave them and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I'll see you guys soon.